This Roblox game has taken someone. Yeah, that's right, they're actually gone. See, there's this Roblox game called Push Tower. I've done a couple of videos on it, and at first glance the game seems quite innocent, but then you realize it actually holds a ton of dark secrets. Yeah, we'll explore the game in a bit, but what first caught my attention was the YouTuber named ZAID. And now ZAID is the original person who would find a whole bunch of secrets within this game. He was the one that started discovering all these things in this seemingly innocent game. But now in his most recent YouTube channel, he's got a video called Help Me Please. And if we go ahead and play it, it says, "Hello everyone, he is taking me somewhere. I don't know where I am. Please pray for my safety. I don't know what's going to happen. Please." And then it just ends there. And now looking through the comments, a lot of people are freaking out about this. Like, a lot of people actually think it's real and to get emergency help. This person believes he's in a plane somewhere. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And you may be wondering, what exactly is this? What is Push Tower? Well, you see, the game looks completely innocent. Everything's completely colorful and normal. At least that's what it looks like on the surface. But then you start seeing some strange things. And it looks like the game received a huge update today because now there's this update called Doomsday. HERKIV is coming. And if you don't know who HERKIV is, well, that's the creator of this entire game. Yeah, if you click on Z Tower Games, you'll get the name HERKIV. And even he says right here, Doomsday. So this is the person behind this whole thing. So let's go ahead and join the game and see what exactly Doomsday is. Oh yeah, look, right off the bat, it's no longer that colorful, bright obby. It's now completely dark. Oh wait, is that now who is that? How is it? This person's just flying here? That wasn't HERKIV, right? But yeah, when you join the game, you'll hear some knocking noises, kind of like a door is trying to open up, and then the game seemingly plays like normal. It's just you know, dark and creepy looking, but it's time we go over the secrets in this game and try to figure out what exactly happened to ZAID. So yeah, once you're up here and you passed all these red spikes, if you go over to this corner here, you'll notice some gibberish here. And it's not just a random note, you can actually click on it. And once you do, it'll take you to a new game. Here you'll be able to follow some footprints that'll lead up to a painting. And this painting is that of ZAID, the same person who now is calling for help. And yeah, there's even a note here that says, "I will get my revenge." So this is HERKIV wanting to capture ZAID. For what though? Well, let's continue on. Yeah, what's also in this room is a chained up collar, some candles. There's a missing person poster with blood there. I think they used to be like knives and all that too, but they had to remove it because otherwise the game would have gotten banned. But why does HERKIV want him? Well, if we go back to the main lobby of the game, if we go over to this red area right behind the carpet and the gun here, if you go ahead and press shift lock, you can see past the wall and you can see that there's a note that says Web Archive 444. Now, what exactly are we supposed to do with this note? Well, if we grab that name and type that into YouTube, here we can find a whole bunch of different lore about him. So I've talked a lot about the notes in previous videos, but yeah, this one here, he's got a machete and is threatening people. This one here, he's got the bloody footprints. Again, he's making more threats. Yeah, it's a lot of cryptic messages, but then he writes a message directly to ZAID, and it reads, "You're profiting from something you didn't build. You're benefiting from my struggles. I made something to contain what happened. You made it entertaining." So yeah, he's talking about Push Tower and how HERKIV made this whole game with a few hidden secrets, but then when ZAID made a whole bunch of those videos discovering said secrets, well, HERKIV got mad and didn't like that. Yeah, right here he says, "You made it entertaining. I don't want your attention. I want distance. Stop digging, stop posting. Stop pretending this is yours, or I will make it yours." So yeah, it's HERKIV giving a whole bunch of threats to ZAID. Again, I did a whole YouTube video talking about this whole Push Tower secret, and then HERKIV decided to send me a message. Yeah, right here he wrote, "Hosef o tegazama," which if you read this backwards, it actually says a message to Flush. And yeah, on here, it's just a couple of threats. He says, "I warned you, I told you to stop, but no, you don't want to listen. You continue to disregard my notions. I warned you. You had options and you chose to bother my peace. You shall pay the price." And then for a short while of time, he ended up changing the portrait from ZAID to now me. Yeah, even more than that, there's like another secret. Like if you go into one of the corners here, I think it's over here. Oh yeah, here he goes. And yeah, you just walk a straight line away from the tower. You could actually teleport to another place. So we just keep walking away from the tower. We should eventually get teleported. Yeah, so we got teleported to a game called Coffin. And yeah, yeah, this is me in the game. And HERKIV writes, you never learn. They knew it was wrong, but they didn't listen. So yeah, he's talking about me, how I made a video and I didn't listen to him. He writes, take this as a warning. Leave me alone. Stop posting about me. Stop talking about me. I'm not dangerous, but I can be. First it was ZAID, but he escaped. I'm sure this one won't escape. Well, joke's on you, HERKIV. I look like I like it. You know what they say. You can run, but you can't hide. And then the game kicks us out. And now, before we try to find ZAID, there is another secret that we should show. And it's right here. Once you go outside of the tower, where if you jump across, you can actually walk on this little incline. And here, you'll find some Morse code. And after translating it, it actually reads, he's here. So let's go ahead and click on this one. Now we get teleported to this area here. Where, not gonna lie, it does look kind of trippy with all these like weird reflections. But yeah, if you just walk down a straight line, eventually you'll be able to come across this room here, where at the end of it, you'll find another note. And then if we click on it, we'll get teleported to another game, the corridor. So here, it's a very long room where at the far end of it is a ton of different notes. And now you're actually able to click on all of them, but only one of them is going to take you to the next area. So I believe it's like one of these in the far right side. Just keep clicking on all of them, and eventually we'll get teleported to a game called Approach. And here we find HERKIV. That must have taken you a while to find the correct note. You are very close to figuring out the truth. It surprises me how nobody has discovered the truth yet. The riddles remain unsolved. Will you solve them? When you do, you'll know where to go. And then we get kicked out of the game, followed by some Morse code that translates to, we're the same person. Which I'll talk more about that later on, but now we have to find ZAID. Where exactly did he go? Remember, his most recent video from 8 days ago, he titled it, Help Me Please. Well, if we go into Push Tower, and we just complete the game like normal, HERKIV? Flush, I'm a fan. Hey, that ain't no HERKIV. What is that? That's HERKIV from Temu. But yeah, if you go ahead and do the obby like normal and make your way over to the top, it'll be incredibly dark, but over here you'll see some text. And I went ahead and translated this text. It's Arabic for, I have taken him. He is mine now, forever and ever. You cannot stop me. Also, another hidden message that's near the top of the game. Right before you go over this ramp here, if you go to this corner and zoom out a bit, you'll see some text that says, I need you to help me, please. So multiple times ZAID is calling for help, but unfortunately no one ever got to him on time. But finally we can actually get to him, because if we pass this text here, climb up these stairs and go down this red road, at the end over here we'll hear some bubbling sounds. But when we get close, we actually see ZAID inside a watering tank. And now if it wasn't obvious, I think he's actually dead here. ZAID? Oh, we got teleported to another game called Doomsday. And here we have HERKIV. So, you finished the tower. You did this in hopes of saving him. Well, I'm sorry, but it's too late for that. He's mine now. And then we get kicked out of the game. So it seems after all that, we were too late to rescue ZAID. HERKIV had gotten to him before us. And now it looks like HERKIV has a whole hit list out there. Like he posted this 2 months ago, where it shows a picture of ZAID, it shows me, it shows Lana, and then it shows Creekcraft. So this was HERKIV's whole hit list. Now the only reason he's targeting Lana is because Lana also made a video about him. And now I don't think Creek talked about this, but I guess he's just targeting him for fun. But now the question is ZAID actually gone? Like I see a lot of people freaking out in ZAID's video about this. So did HERKIV actually get ZAID? No, he's actually online right now. Yeah, he's actually been online all day. He was playing a couple of Roblox games a few hours ago. But yeah, all of this is a whole Roblox myth, meaning that it's not actually real. Yeah, this HERKIV person and ZAID are both the same people, hence why that message there states that they're the same person. Yet ZAID is also the creator of the Steal a Diva game, where if you go ahead and play it, it looks exactly like Steal a Brain Rot, except it holds a dark secret. Because if you go to this corner of the map, you'll see a tree that's lighting up red. And even more than that, if you go through it, you'll enter this room here. And here you'll also find ZAID's head, just kind of floating up there in the middle of nothing. And if you turn around, you'll also see like this demonic looking face. All around this room is Arabic text as well. I don't know why a lot of creepy Roblox games always use Arabic text. Like they could just write all of this in English. It's okay. And yeah, to prove that ZAID is the creator of this game, if you go into Heist Co, you can see right here by ZAID. And ZAID even wrote a message here. Hey everyone, thanks for playing my game. I'm releasing more updates soon. which you'll also notice in this text, a couple of letters are capitalized, H-E-L-P, which when you put that together, it spells out help. Yeah, I don't know how many times ZAID could call for help, like bro's being captured left and right by everybody at this point. Yet, ZAID's also made some YouTube shorts about this game. Here on the top, you'll notice some letters are colorized, so if you get all the letters that are colorized, it spells out help me. There's another video here that says, I can't stop playing Steal a Brain Rot. Again, there's some more letters that have a pink color, and if you grab all of those, it spells out Doomsday, which pretty much hinted to today, the day in which HERKIV finally got ZAID, at least in this Roblox myth. So don't be too scared or anything, it's just a fun Halloween Roblox myth. Anyways, if y'all like this video, don't forget to subscribe,